Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to clean your Abir X6. So I suggest that you clean it sort of once a week, depending on if you run it every day or every second day. So the first thing you're going to need is the cleaner. Just to note on the cleaner, you've got the blade here. Okay, that's going to be grabbing the hair, that little sort of tooth in the front there. You've got the brush just to sort of clean away the dust, and then you've got the grabber up front here to just pull out the hairs so that you can clean them or cut them with the blade. Okay, so I'm going to turn over the machine and show you how to clean the rollers. Okay, so this machine is purposefully dirty. It has been running a couple of times this week. Okay, so one of the first things you're going to do is look for hair, if any hair has gathered around any of the front brushes. Okay, you can see here there is a bit of hair there that's gathered in. What I suggest then that you do is you grab it, you can grab all three ends there, okay, and you basically unclip it, okay, and then just pull the hairs away. Okay, and once you've cleaned the hairs, then you can just put it back. Just make sure you see there, this is the right brush by the right side. Make sure you just put them in the right place. Okay, so now we're going to do the middle roller. Just going to unclip it on either side. Okay. And then you're going to just simply pull it out. Okay. And then you can see that it's actually picked up a bit of hair. So what you want to do there is you want to just take the blade and you want to cut away that hair. Okay. On either side here. You can just use the grabber here. Just pull away some more of the hair. Okay, so I've cleaned away the hairs. Next, you want to just check for any cords that are wrapped around either end. Okay, you want to pull these pieces of rope or edges of carpet. Okay, so now as you can see, I've cleaned that end. That was all the hair and the loose sort of pieces of twine. Next, I just want to get rid of all this fluff over here. So once you've cleaned it, the roller there, next you've got to actually clean inside here. So all you're going to do is you're going to take the machine, you're going to take it to the dustbin, okay, and then you're going to empty it into the dustbin. Okay, take the brush as well and just, you can also just try and sweep it in if you want. Try and sweep it into the actual dustbin container because you're going to be taking out the dustbin container soon. Once you've cleaned this section here, you're going to then put this back. Now make sure that you put the right end at the right side. So basically I've actually installed it incorrectly here. This thick end needs to actually be placed on this side, okay, and this thinner end actually needs to be inserted into the gap. There's like a little hole, a square hole there, and that end you'll see fits nicely in there. Now the end just fits on that side there. Okay, it doesn't need to be 100% clean because you're going to be doing this kind of every week. Okay, so the next thing you want to clean is this bracket. Just use a damp cloth with water, and when you've finished cleaning it, just make sure you dry it as well. And these screws here need to be fully dry before putting back on the machine, just because if they're not dry, they will rust. over time. Okay, so putting them back in, just make sure that you've got the 3 ends lined up. Okay, all right, and it just clips in there. Next we want to turn the machine over. Okay, and you want to take out the dustbin or the water tank, whichever one you're going to be doing. Okay, so then the next thing you want to do is you want to open up the top compartment with the filters in. You want to take out your Hepa filter. Just when you take it out, you'll probably see that the underneath filter also comes out, that filter plate. So you just want to put that back and just bring out the Hepa filter there. And basically what you want to do is you want to go over the dustbin and just hit it lightly. Okay, with the underneath filter plate, you can see it's also got a lot of dirt there. Same thing. Okay, you can also run this one underneath water. Do not run the Hepa filter underwater, but this specific filter plate you can run underwater. Just make sure, once again, if you are going to run it underwater, that you dry it or let it dry before you put it back. Okay, when you do put it back, just make sure it's got a clip here. So you want to push that clip back, and then you can slide it in. Just get the Hepa filter out of the way here. Okay, and then you can see it's back in, and you put the Hepa filter back. I'm going to clean this all now and show you once it's clean. Just one thing to note when replacing your Hepa filter and the filter plate underneath is it's got a little groove. I just want to show you quickly here. You can see the groove there. Just make sure that that groove and that piece that sticks out are lined up. Otherwise you can't get the filter in properly. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to take the dustbin and you want to take the back end of the dustbin and unclip it. As you can see, there is dirt there. So you just want to open it up and you want to clean it. Stop. Okay, so now I've cleaned out the dustbin, as you can see. Okay, you then clip the back end in. Okay, and then you clip it into the machine and carry on. There you go. To do the same thing, if you've got the water mop attachment on, so you take it out, obviously you would open this piece here because it normally sweeps up a couple of things in this section here. Okay, you'd obviously just empty that out. I have already, so it's clean there. Okay, and then to clean the actual sort of cloth, you would take it out. Okay, and you'd run it under some water initially, just normal lukewarm water. Then once you've done your first clean of it, you can see it is slightly dirty. You can put it into the machine and clean it in the washing machine. Then you're going to take, if I've now got the mopping attachment, I'm then going to put it back into the machine. Okay, make sure it lines up correctly. Put it back in. Okay, and obviously if you're going to need it to mop, you're going to fill it with water. Alright, so if you like this video, please hit the like or subscribe. And if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks.